We're starting live. We're starting live.
I still hear that background lounge music.
Yes, yes, it's all about the lounge music because you're joining me. We need to be relaxed. Yeah, and we need to be relaxed because people are losing their fucking minds, right? This is the new format. You don't understand this new format. Me and Stevie, we have the background lounge. You're tagging in. Thank you for tagging in.
Hey, always a pleasure.
You know,
I didn't get
what
my
are
shipment of essential oils though to calm down.
No, you're gonna calm down. You're gonna calm down. You know, we need to screw everybody up. We started early. What are we gonna be talking about today? I guess we're gonna be talking about social media. We're gonna be talking about our beloved Milan, il salto di qualità that does not happen. We're gonna talk about so many things, but yeah, you know what? Before Fabio tells me off because I always forget. People, what do they need to do, Jan, in case they need to know, like, because the Milan Weekly Podcast Network, we have several shows coming up, right, this week,
Mhm.
but what should they do? What should they do?
Well, I think they should be smashing that subscribe button, no?
They should be smash because helping everything on the channel, smash the subscribe button, like the video. Coast to Coast is probably going to come on Thursday. We have the Defensive Dynamo podcast, Nico, featuring on the channel Milan Labs with the watch-alongs, which I'm sure he did not have a very good time on the watch-alongs this past Sunday. But hey, this week, Thursday is TVP's birthday. Hopefully a win. Sunday is my birthday. Hopefully an Atalanta win. But before we get into these festivities, nothing to be celebrating about. But are you ready, Yanni?
Oh, I'm ready.
Yanni,
I got my buble to go. No beer. We're good.
No beer?
No, I'm trying to. It's actually, they're not bad, these things. I like it. It cuts back.
If you put scotch inside of it.
Yeah, that's for after the show. That's
okay. That's about it. On that note, let's get the show on the road.
Welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast, the English voice of Milan fans all over the world, with your hosts, Vinny T and Stevie P.
Benvenuti nella casa Giroud in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol, capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save. Coast to coast del numero 19. Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Cari amici sportivi, welcome you to another edition of the Milan Weekly Podcast. So we talk everything Milan. Here we go again. Milan, salto di qualità? I don't think so, Milan. Jan, Vinny, thank you for tagging in. Jan, Stevie P, he's shaking hands, he's kissing babies. He's a very busy man. But it was going to be a very negative podcast. Sure. But I bring you on Mr. Positivity himself. You got a new fan on the MWP chat. She likes you bringing the reality, and I'm like, I need Jan. I need Jan in this. Yes, this porno music is needed, Fabio. Yes, it is. Look, I wanted to start off by this is going to be maybe a different kind of podcast, Jan. I want to talk to you about everything that went on in the last 24 hours. And Sonny made that thumbnail, and it was perfect. It was perfect because the bipolar Milan fans that we are, most of us, and I feel bad because I told off the bartender at Ciociaro's because, he's a young kid. We're going down, and he's like, Forza Monza, Forza Monza. And then all of a sudden, when they scored the 3-2, I took him aside. I'm like, hey, are you a Monza fan? No, so shut the fuck up. I go, we're not here every single week supporting you, tipping you. Shut the fuck up. He put his head down. I'm really sorry. I'm like, yeah, It wasn't a time to fuck around with Vinny. But this week, hopefully, like I was saying at the beginning, Stevie P's birthday's Thursday. Hopefully, a Europa League qualification. My birthday's on Sunday. Atalanta. I prefer beating Gasparini than Monza. And the Interista fan this morning, Signora Saveri, is like, you didn't understand. It was all fixed. You guys wanted to help Monza make sure that they don't get relegated. But on that note, Jan, I know you have your mixed feelings. I just want to get straight into it. I want to get your first thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
At the beginning of this, I'm going to try not to Monday morning quarterback, okay?
Of course.
So, at the beginning, we saw the starting lineup, and am I lying by saying everybody's reaction was like, okay, yeah,
This
I
is
like
what
it.
everybody wanted.
Okafor
This is what
starting,
everyone wanted, right?
and Chucky, okay, we got Europa League, Jovic starting. I like you. Am I wrong by saying this?
No, you're exactly right. This is what everybody wanted. This is every, how do we say, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook managers' wet dream, seeing all these guys starting and not having Giroud play and Leao getting a rest and Chuck E. Cheese coming in and Adley continuing to play and Gabbia, the next Nesta, is already there and Florenzi's playing. And of course, our future Ballon d'Or winner, Malik Chow is there as well. So this was every Monday morning quarterback, as you said, there was their wet dream seeing this lineup. No, that's what I saw. I mean, everyone seemed very happy with it.
And the conversation I was having, I know some people were saying in the chat, people are not afraid of Milan anymore. And I'm gonna throw this back out at them and go, Monza defended in 10 men the whole game. Monza defended in 10 men when they were up 2-0, right? And for me, you got the starting lineup wrong, and we have some Patreon questions about that. We're gonna get into that after. Where do we draw the line, Jan, to go? Adley played like shit, but if you ask people the last couple of games, Adley, we need to keep him. Jovic, why is he not starting? Jovic, I don't understand. Jovic cost us the game, and I'm gonna get into it after with his red card. Okafor is good off the bench. The only guy that saved this, salvaged himself, was Gabbia. And I know there was a little scuffle with him, with Costa Curta, and he defended himself, good for him. But Florenzi too, I can't say anything about Florenzi for what he's
been playing well.
He's been playing well, but
he made a nice cross in the last game too against the Rennes there. So,
but I just hate the way we're bipolar. And I want to get into this conversation about, I don't even want to see this fucking starting lineup right now.
But is it as a fan base that you don't want to see us bipolar, or as a team? Because I find as a team as well, we're very bipolar.
No, we're very bipolar. But at halftime, I put up a message in the chat and I said 3-2 win incoming. Did I believe? Of course, I always believe, because that's all I have is belief and hope, right? And I still believe to this moment is that if it wasn't for Jovic being a fucking idiot, we tied it up. Yes, okay, it happened, but Chow was horrible, completely horrible. Mistakes. That penalty was. You have no discussions on that. His mistake, he got completely undressed on the second goal. I know Benny made a mistake, 100%, but that's what your defense is there for. And Jovic, but he threw himself on the floor. The guy,
yeah, exactly.
Why your hands up? You're down one. You're down 2 goals. Why your hands up, Jan?
You think the Monza player's stupid? He knows how the rules are written. He played into the rule. Jovic should never have had that reaction. So, I think first off, when you lose the game because all your goals are in added time, you can have any coach in the world. That's going to be a player breakdown. And the coach has the fault to blame in realizing that some of your players that you started are better off the bench. You said it perfectly. Okafor, great off the bench. Jovic, great off the bench. Chuck E. Cheese, he's not even good for the bench. I would put him in the Les Estrades. He's not good. Put him up there. He's not been up to par. You saw, look who saved us again. Old man Giroud, Pulisic. I think we just have to come to terms with the fact that yes, Giroud needs a break, but Jovic is not that guy. Jovic, he does well at the end of games. That's when he comes in. He plays those 10, 15 minutes. He's impactful like that. Same thing with Okafor. I don't think he has it for a full game in Serie A yet. And also, it's nice getting all these young players and buying all these super young prospects and stuff like that. We have no leadership outside of a guy like Giroud. I would say even Pulisic. I mean, isn't he the captain of the American national team? There's some leadership there, but a lot of these young guys, there's a lot of potential there. I'm not denying that, and it's nice to do all these, but we don't have killer leadership instinct. Ververpa, I don't think Romagnoli is the greatest captain ever, but you kind of see like he's not there. We're lacking that, and. I mean, I think maybe that's a role that Loftus-Cheek could have taken, but again, he wasn't really that guy at Chelsea. He just plays his game. So.
It's, I go back to the same words Joe Teresi told me. It's like, it just seems il salto di qualità, that jump in quality, not just this game. In the past, when we needed to make those 3 points, it just seems to don't have it. So, did Pioli get it wrong? You're looking at...
Partially to blame this game.
Okay, so where would you say partially to blame? From changing too much? is we need rotation. Do you think
we need rotation? I would have maybe it's a risk taking out Leao and Pulisic.
Okay, I will give you that. Would you
one or the opposites?
Okay, so maybe starting Okafor and
Giroud should have came in before Jovic even got a red that first half. I mean, we needed a spark. I would have made a change there.
I thought he was going to do Giroud and Jovic at the same time. Maybe take out Chucky and maybe move Adley a bit. But even Adley was fucking horrible, Leanne.
Adley was fucking terrible. So, wait, at that point, you're going to bring Pobega. You're going to start Pobega. You know what I mean? Like, I get why Adley continued to play. It's just he hasn't been. Look, there's a reason. Like, I hate the apologists that are like, oh, you see, when he has those 4 or 5 games in a row, Pioli was keeping this demon caged in. No, maybe you should trust the guy that's been a coach for a while. Maybe you should trust the people that are seeing them in training. And this is what we're talking about with Adley. There's a lack of consistency, and this is a game he should be a monster. And you're playing MONZA. You know what I mean? This
MONZA
is a game
he
could have taken up a bit more space and done something, but anyway.
But it's like, it just freaks me out is that how they're... Okay, so let me ask you this, right? I think Pioli's a smart man. He's not a stupid man. He's a coach. MONZA was going to defend. I don't think you're expecting MONZA to come attack you. So where does the decision-making thought process come into? Are you not supposed to cross it in? You have 10 men back. Guys, they weren't pressing at all. And forget this. Go watch back the match. Up to nothing, they weren't pressing, Jan. They weren't fucking pressing.
No, I know. But we have a difficulty breaking down teams. I don't like it. We're not super great, guys. Like, what do you expect us to do? Go in there like Pep Guardiola's team and make some passes like that? We don't have those players. And before people tell me that we need a new ownership to go spend that money, it took Man City 15 years of spending millions of dollars to figure out the right formation and the right projects. So, look, you just got to realize that this was a game that we should have won. We didn't win, and hopefully we wake up on Thursday, because you fall asleep now, you lose to Atalanta on Sunday. His lead on fourth suddenly gets a lot more squeaky bum, and this team is not going to do well like that.
James on Patreon says, maybe I'm wrong, but I think the strongest player should start in a regular season game. By the time you get to this question, you may have discussed this, but who do you think, but what do you think and who would have been your starting 11 against MONZA? Honestly, Jan, I'm not going to go back on my words. I didn't mind the rotation. I was happy to see maybe Leao would have kept on because I could probably rest Leao on Thursday because I'm up 3-0.
Exactly.
But I think there's
Exactly.
too many players. Presidente was mentioning in the chat. It's like you're going from a core of 11 players and changing for them, right? So I don't know if it's even Chucky, dude. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I really
Chucky
don't know.
should have played on Thursday. Is he part of the list, though? That's the other thing I'm not aware of.
Guys,
but I
let us know
agree.
in the comments.
Leao just scored. He had a good game against Rennes. Let him go. Let him have an easy time against maybe Monza and beat them outside. Pulisic definitely needed a rest, and you saw he came in. He did something after, but against Rennes, you saw that he was a bit tired. He needed the rest. So yeah, I would have gone Leao, Jovic for 45 minutes, and then brought in Giroud, and then Pulisic on the side. And Chucky on the side. I don't mind the mid, honestly. It's just Adli dropped the ball. And
No,
I
he
didn't
did.
mind the starting back line either. To see, Chow, it's his first game back in a while.
Ciao,
But also Musa had a good game against Rennes. It was his first good game in a Milan shirt for me. Maybe give Adli a rest. Maybe give Loftus-Cheek a rest and put Adli up higher or Benacer up higher, which I've seen him do. But anyway, look, we're playing Monday morning quarterback. What's the point?
No,
At the
I
end
know,
of the
but
day, these guys, how do you let in goals in extra time like that? Okay, I get the penalty and all that, but in the second, come on, like terrible. Yes, blame the coach for whatever, but that's also on the players. And it's when you lose as a team, and wake
it
the
is
fuck
what
up
it
on
is.
Thursday.
It's just that, guys, we went through the fucking banter era, and I messaged in the chat, and we're gonna get into it. Hey, at least I don't fucking support Napoli, because that's in the shits right now, and we're gonna get into it. But in the end, il salto di qualità, it didn't happen. We could have taken over second spot, give a bit of pressure to Juventus. Guys, Inter is Inter. Unless they have a horrible fucking March, I don't see how they're not gonna win.
Inter
the
can
Serie A.
still on that star now. I don't know why they're waiting. It's done now. We'll see what happens in Champions League. I still have a hard time believing you're going to win a Champions League with Matteo Darmian and Francesco Acerbi starting. But hey, I could be proven wrong.
You never know. Realistically, saying individuals screw up because they have bad injury and bad leaders. They standing in worse times, lead the way and becomes an example. How come we don't have any such leaders on the pitch? Can we buy a leader or just make a leader? Are we capable of the latter given the circumstances? No cups, no decent objectives. Thanks. So, Jan was talking about that kind of leadership. And honestly, other than Florenzi with that age, and maybe Giroud. Kier, yeah, and at the beginning I was saying to the guys, I'm like, I don't mind Chow starting. I go, but wouldn't I have started him with Kier, maybe a bit more experienced? And I know like they play the same position, but what can we say about Gabbia? No.
I can't complain. He's come in, he's done what he has to do. Clearly, that spell at Villarreal helped him. He's a bit more confident. Clearly, maybe we're seeing now what Maldini and other directors saw in this kid. There's clearly something there. Is he going to be a top 3 center back on your team? Maybe no, but now he's moved up in the pecking order. I can definitely see him, in the top 4. He's definitely there. Guys, again, a few good games, everybody wets their pants. Oh my God, he's so great. Everyone's got to relax. It's all recency bias. Let's see at the end of the year. It was the same thing with Napoli last year. Everyone thought Politano was going to become what on the right side? Robin all of a sudden. Like, come on, guys. Like, he's back to earth. Same thing happened to our buddy Davide Calabria. Back to earth after he won a Scudetto. Let's just see how Gabbia works out. But I think from what we've seen, that loan helped out. He came in professional, did what he had to do. I'm not going to start complaining about a guy that came back mid-season. But Malik, come on, man. You left on such a high note. This was an easy... I thought, like, in a sense, Pioli made a good decision there. It was a good game for him to play.
Yeah, but it was no excuses. Like, on that penalty, like, I was trying to somewhat defend. You're behind the fucking player.
No.
You horrible. And the way on the second goal, he undressed him in between his legs. Benny fucked up. Don't get me wrong. Benny
That
fucked
doesn't
up.
matter.
But
Benny
your
fucks up
defense is supposed
okay.
to be there to
Exactly.
you know.
No. It's look, they all fucked up. That's it.
That
You
should
lose
be
as
the
a
name
team.
of this podcast.
You lose as a team. Yes, wake up, man. Because now these next 2 games are important, and then after, if we win the next 2 games, I think we get that swagger back. But look, even we were winning games from the month of December up until this loss in the league. We always looked a bit shaky, huh? Coming back, letting in a goal. Like we haven't looked very strong, but we were getting the victories. So it caught up to us.
It definitely did. Look, guys, Thursday Europa League, Coast to Coast is going to be on live. Hopefully, you know what? It's not that I want to jinx it. We're up 3-0. We're playing fucking Rhein.
We're gonna win.
Let's get her
That's
done. Let's get her done. And then on Sunday, please, for my birthday and Stevie P's birthday, I don't want no Gasparini dancing. And I know we're gonna get back to Milan after with
They've been playing well though, Atalanta. That's gonna be a tough game.
They have. With the Patreon questions, but on that note, are you ready? Let's change it up. Let's change it up a little bit, kind sir, and let's go to our Serie A recap. And this Serie A recap is brought to you by your home for all things Serie A here in Canada and Anche.
You're cutting in and out a bit, Vinny.
Again, you know what? It's on my wire. It's not my wire. It's this transition video keeps on cutting on and off. So
now you're back.
Now we're back. Okay.
You're back,
So it is the transition video. Fuck the transition video. Presidente, fix it. Call it StreamYard. Torino beating Lecce 2-0. On this one, Torino seems to be like on and off, but the much needed victory. And then you had Jan, you had the
Bastonata.
Maybe they're gonna lose points on Friday. And I had the Inter guy at the bar. Liban Youssef. Hold on. I need for Liban Youssef. I gotta find it. But as I found this audio, what do you think about the Inter or the Milanistas thinking that they were gonna maybe lose points to last place Salernitana?
You know, it's like when you're in high school and you're walking by your locker and you see that girl that's 2 grades older than you, and you think, maybe today she's gonna look at me. That's what they sound like, those Milan fans that think Inter's gonna drop points to Salernitana. Are you guys on? What?
There was a lot of squilly di tromba on.
Come on, man, Salernitana.
And then the guy's like, yeah, but guys, we're gonna be rotating players, and it's Salernitana. I'm like, if you cannot beat Salernitana,
well, no, wait. I understand an Interista having PTSD from all the times that they dropped points and lost the Scudetto, because they should have more Scudetti. They should already have that second start. Let's be honest. But so I understand an Interista being that way. But Milanisti or Juventino thinking that Inter is going to drop points to Salernitana, it's like, yeah, okay, buddy, relax.
And wasn't going to happen. Inter 4 goals at home to Salernitana, and then ci stava Napoli Genoa.
My God!
And it was a time, guys.
Which one? Yeah.
Whenever you're feeling bad about your Milan year, and you're feeling down, always remember, Napoli's there to hold your beer.
Oh my God! What a
it was 1-0 until the 90th minute, I believe.
What a terrible game!
Jesus
terrible.
Christ.
They look like garbage, and you know what? Too bad. now anyway. We'll talk about their coaching change after, I guess. But it's
what? In the end, I still think it was I still think it was a mistake to get rid of Rudy Garcia after 10 games. But De Laurentiis, did he go into the second half? He went down.
Can we talk about their coaching change now? Actually, since we're on,
let's just do it. Let's just do
okay,
it.
Let's do it. All those people that are like, let's fire Pioli, we're gonna get Conte, who's linked to Bayern Munich, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get this guy, we're gonna get that guy. Okay, so Napoli sacks Rudy Garcia, they get Walter Mazzari. There was Igor something or other, the old coach from Verona. Tudor, yeah, him, he is there. So who do they get now? Calzona, who which ironically he has 2 jobs, which is more jobs than all of Napoli Twitter combined.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
I don't know how ADL did that, but that's pretty remarkable. And the assistant that they got is also on Spalletti's national team. So during the international break, who's going to be training the guys that don't go away? Like ADL's son, the guy that supposedly found the Cavara, it wasn't Giuntoli, it was his son. Remember that?
Guys, you know what the worst part is? That if Milan was in Napoli's place, I would have no arguments back. How can I bark back at people making fun of my team right now? And I saw in Gazzetta.
But they did. They're in the busted tweets. They did. Don't worry.
They did in the
barked
busted
back.
tweets.
Oh yeah, there's
and I know
some
Lab
good ones.
Gorilla. He decided to part ways with the Patreon, but we still love and still going to support. But he had posted an article that says la difesa la più peggiore.
Yes.
Possibly, finally, somebody's saying
Yeah.
the worst
Yeah.
Scudetto defense in all history in Serie A. But Napoli, you keep it real, buddy. And then
Another
you had
opera. Cortomuso over here.
Juventus Verona's 2-2. The first ever awarded penalty in favor of Juventus this year. That's a crazy stat.
Oh wow! I guess
That is a
people are
crazy
after
stat,
them.
no?
That is one. Well, I mean, when you play 15 guys behind the line
Okay.
in the box,
Jan,
you know, attacking football. How do you expect to get a penalty if you're not in the box?
we're gonna get, you know what, let me just show you right now, right? People want to joke around, but look at the points between 13th and 19th place. There are 5 points. These teams are gonna fuck you up. They're gonna screw you up for the remaining games, you know. But Verona at home, 2-2. Yes, they didn't lose, but is this a beginning of the kink in the armor of Juventus winning these, you know, Allegri-esque games 1-0?
Yeah, ever since their fans showed up on a bus dressed like cops going to chase the robbers, they've gone on a 4-game listless run of very terrible performances. But also, like I was talking about our team, Milan, the form, we didn't always look so convincing in our wins. It caught up to us and we lost the game against Monza. Juventus does not look very convincing in their wins. It's snooze fest, and it's catching up to them, because if you're not getting the flukes and the lucky bounces and the Gatti goals, it's gonna happen, right?
We should have been able to get. Anyways, we didn't take.
It's okay. We still have chance. We
still have chance. Atalanta beating Sassuolo 3-0.
My God. In my Fanta app, Pinamonti, what a loser. How do you miss 2 penalty shots in a row like that? You loser. And another Marotta masterclass. He got $20 million for this bum.
Atalanta again, but Sassuolo is unrecognizable this year at all.
They're hot and cold. They only turn into prime Barcelona versus us.
Okay.
I'm convinced.
Thank you.
They just turned into prime Barcelona versus us. Berardi's Messi, and all of a sudden, then the next game you can't do anything. So.
Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying. And then you had, I beat Bayern Munich, but
it took a lot out of them to that game. Let's be honest. And Bologna's good, man. Bologna's good.
Bologna's good. Zirkzee goal in the second half. Bologna.
I can't wait for us to sign him so we ruin him mentally. It's gonna be great. Just the fans. Just gonna make him go back to Germany.
But is this the again the perfect description of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
I think
it's 10 years. Me and Steve, we've been talking.
Lazio, even against Bayern, it was very. I mean, they got a penalty shot to win. No, the only way Ciro Immobile scores goals recently. So. Yeah, so it takes a lot out of you to maintain Bayern Munich to a 0, but Bayern's been really bad in the league. Huh? They lost a couple of games. Harry Kane
they lost on weekend. Yeah,
full effect. They're not going to win the title. Conte's going to come in, clean up shop, even though he was supposed to come to Milan and convert Davide Calabria into the next version of Zambrotta, but that's not going to happen. So, look, Bologna is a very good team. They have a lot of good pieces. Even when I was on the podcast last year more often, I used to say I used to watch Bologna because I used to like watching them. So it's nothing new to me. They're a good team and good job. I hope they finish top 4. It'd be good for them.
I hope. Not only do I hope that, but I hope that Saputo puts money, because I don't want to be I
Well,
don't
there
want
he
to
puts
have.
money. It's not like our team in the MLS in Montreal where he doesn't do anything.
I don't want him to
There
be
he
an
puts money.
embarrassment in Champions League and just like getting into the Champions League and just embarrassing Italy.
Oh no, the ultras in Bologna will show up at his house.
All right, I like it. So Udinese Cagliari 1-1. One snooze fest right here. Empoli
Another
Fiorentina.
snooze fest, yeah.
Empoli Fiorentina. I was expecting Fiorentina to win on this one, but Empoli fighting for those points. And then you had the reborn, rising from the ashes, Phoenix, Roma,
De Rossi.
3-0.
I like the way he holds himself in interviews. I like the way he talks about the team. He's not look, Mourinho has a lot of good qualities, but he can be quite annoying to watch when his team is winning or losing or just playing really. He's just weird. He's a weird personality. Still respect Mourinho a lot for what he's done in his career, but it's just weird. De Rossi says the right things, doing the right things. Look, Roma, they're a decent team in some regard. They're missing some pieces, but I think he's going to be good for them there. And then we'll see what happens in the summer.
Maybe a ball buster team,
PIF. Yeah, they could be, but if they get sold to PIF and then money comes in, we'll see what happens. But I think they have to lower their wages, though. They have the third highest wages, and to be sixth place is not very good.
Looking at this table, I know I like to repeat myself. Biggest surprise, but forget biggest surprise, but I think that battle between 13th and 19th spot, Salernitana is going down no matter what, unless of a big fucking surprise. But looking at that, and I'm not going to look. I know from 4th spot to 9th spot, there's 9 points of difference between Napoli. We can make fun of Napoli all you want. It's not unachievable, but where do you see that big battle? I think that bottom 10 has to be more of an exciting battle, right?
Yeah, so the bottom, like you said, it will be an exciting battle. I still think on Sunday, if Atalanta wins, that puts them at 48 points with a game in hand. Then it starts getting squeaky bum from 3 to 5. There's going to be another interesting race there. It's very dependent on if Milan can just at least at the
or
very
playing at home.
high,
They're doing it for my birthday. I already sent Zlatan an email.
And
it's all good.
Can we talk also about those bottom 3 teams, or the bottom 2?
Salernitana, forget it. They're going.
But I don't know why the league voted to keep it at 20 teams. It's embarrassing, guys. It's pathetic.
Look at Sassuolo still has a game in hand. Sassuolo has some sort of man, I don't know. It just looks like I like that battle between Lecce 13th to Cagliari 19th. Only 5 points difference. That's gonna be exciting to watch. And anyways, we shall see after next week, which will be the week 26, I believe. Yes, I think we're at 25 points. And Jan, on that note, TV, your Serie A, and again, it's a transition.
Not getting, yeah,
it's a transition. But Fantacalcio, you mentioned Fantacalcio, Serie A fantasy. Chicken Carm is up there.
Ciao Presidente number 2, best name.
Peter's on Patreon. He's there. He's lost a couple of points. Zaid as well up there. Patreon 1923. How are you doing with your Fantacalcio?
Oh, I'm not even in this one. I barely have time to check my other one.
In your own personal one, huh? How you doing?
I'm doing terribly. I've tied, I think, 10 games this year. It's been really bad.
But does Stevie P talk trash to you is the question.
No. Stevie's a good guy.
He's a good guy, Stevie P.
Yeah.
So Serie A fantasy guys, congratulations to the guys that are up there. Who knows where they're gonna win? Presidente. What do you think Presidente is gonna give them as a reward?
Probably Microsoft Office Excel Suite 1998. Still in the original wrapping.
A classic.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, David Gourash was saying, good evening, gentlemen. Imagine Milan was given the chance to only sign one player for next season. Which position would you guys invest in and why? Figure your budget would be around 35 to 40 million. Okay, so we have 35 to 40 million, only one position.
Striker.
Okay.
Unless you think Kamada
No,
is gonna stay
regista,
striker.
like a defensive midfield, that vision that could just move the ball around and distribute the ball around.
No, I would take a striker.
Striker and 35-40 million. Who are you spending?
I guess what,
Xerxes?
Jonathan David? Xerxes. Yeah, Xerxes.
Xerxes.
But looking, yeah, Xerxes. Let's see. Why not? I have a feeling this kid's gonna bust a Milan, but yeah, sure.
You'd spend how much?
I want someone that's been good for 3, 4, 5 years. I want someone good, someone that's young, that's been popping.
We get Vlahovic on the cheap.
I would.
Let me ask you something. Would you spend money on Chiesa?
I would. I don't think he's league MVP like some of these bozos on the Twitter thinking that he's God's gift to Italian football.
I know.
I think he's a good player, though. I think he's definitely, but he's injury prone. Imagine what we're gonna do to that kid.
Imagine when Dybala. Let's get Dybala. Look at Dybala this year.
No.
He's played what, a consecutive 3 games in a row.
He's good. He's good, Dybala. But no, with us, we're gonna butcher them. We need strong guys.
Chiesa, I don't know, man. Chiesa.
I would rather Chiesa than Zaniolo. Thank God,
I'll give you
sign that guy.
I'll give you that.
Or just take CDK back and not sell him.
But make him play in his wrong position, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Percy says, "Hey guys, this Milan team just loves the chaos, huh? This team is a heart attack waiting to happen. This might be a crazy idea, but shouldn't we have prioritized the draw when we were a man down and just leveled the score with 5 minutes to go? Where was the guidance and take the point and live to fight another day? The narrative would have been so much better that it happened, but here we are instead." Also, I love how savage the Italian media was when they said that Pioli lost this match twice. Lost this match. It's, I get what he's saying, right? But
yeah, for sure.
Jan, honestly, maybe I'm possibly wrong, but if Jovic doesn't get red carded, I'm sorry, we're winning this game. I just feel the way Monza defended, parked the bus up 2-0 with a man up, and we kept on attacking, and we missed our chances. But I get what he's saying. But at 2-2, why didn't we park the bus? Maybe
we don't have the team to do that. We don't have the team to park the bus, guys. That's not our strategy. That's not our build. That's not the way they play. That's just not the way it is. We're not made that way. We're a go team, and this is what happens. It's exciting. It's fun. Wow, fun, guys.
Please hold.
It's still excitement. 4 goals and at a time. 4 goals and at a time. 4 goals and at a time. That means your mentality. You're not there. You're not strong enough. That's why you didn't advance in Champions League. That's why you lost in Coppa Italia. That's why most likely, if you're gonna face Bayern, Leverkusen.
Audio just went down. That's gotta be a StreamYard thing. Right? Yeah, your audio just went down to probably my audio, so it's.
Oh really? What's going on?
Yeah,
what's up with StreamYard tonight?
StreamYard, we're fucking paying you like $600 a year.
That's very bizarre. Anyway, just to say, we've shown all year we don't have the mentality to do this. So yeah, we could have gone to defend. I just don't think we have the personnel or the mindset to do that.
Lab Gorilla and dude, thank you for all your support. We love you, and hopefully to see you back soon. My last question: Cagliari, Frosinone, and Sassuolo, the only 3 teams with a worse away goal conceded record in Serie A than Milan. Please tell me why Pioli has remained at the helm with a litany of managerial errors, least of which are his defensive setups and displays. Because owners are cheap, because Ascaroni says we are in line with season objectives. Ciao ragazzi, grazie per tutto. Forza Milan, Lab Gorilla with Husney and Shane doing the Milanista 360 podcast themselves. But that's quite a stat. Cagliari, Frosinone, and Sassuolo, the only 3 teams with a worse away goals conceded record in Serie A.
We've been terrible defensively.
But he's putting this on Pioli. And
of course, because Pioli holds the remote at the end of the game. No, it's... Guys, to me, again, I said it before. Teams that fired coaches mid-season, who do they get right now? Do you think those options are better than Pioli?
Calzone. and the Kramer's paying calzone with his pennies on top of the bar.
No, but seriously, like, do you think those guys are better than Pioli? With all the injuries and the fact we're still third and all this stuff, yeah, it's a terrible stat. I'm not saying that his job should not be reevaluated in the summer when there's more options. There's going to be a lot of moving parts this summer. A lot of big teams are changing coaches, and a lot of guys that will be available. But right now in the summer, right now during the season, I think Napoli proved it's not a really wise decision if you don't have.
I joked around. I still think Pioli is going to be our coach next year. That's what I think.
Probably. I mean, his contract is still there. This ownership, I don't think they're going to want to pay two guys to coach a team. Come on, let's be real.
And I think the biggest argument that we will always have, has he made mistakes 150%?
Of course.
We criticized them in the past, yes. But I think we would have much more of a concrete argument to go, he's had a full squad the whole season, and he still fucked up.
He didn't have a full squad.
And it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I'm not trying to be a Pioli defender. I'm just it's, for me, it's hard to say Pioli out because of that reason. And in the end, what?
We've made Champions League. Okay, last year we got lucky because Juventus was cheating again.
Yeah. We
made Champions League. We won a title. We made a semifinal in the Champions League. This guy came in to a shit show. Everyone wanted him out from the start.
Europa League, guys. If we make it far in the Europa League, and like, somehow, some way we finish second, he's not going anywhere.
I find it funny that people have all these suggestions of get rid of this coach, do this, do that, do this. Okay, let me go back to my job as an accountant. But guys, you're not there. We're not there. We're just fans, and it's fine to have your opinions.
Yes.
And it's absolutely fine to dream and think that I can change something. But at the end of the day, have a bit of confidence in the people that put the money in, that hire people, that have won X amount of games in Serie A, that have won a title, that have done this. You know, it's their thing, it's their job, it's their team. It's, as much as you want to say it's my team, you don't own it. You buy a jersey at $129 in a year. That doesn't make you the owner of the club. Jerry owns the club with a bunch of other people. He's going to put the people he wants there. Maldini didn't want to play nice. He got rid of him and he put another guy there. That's their decision. Unless you want to put the money together and buy the team off of them, I mean, that's their decision. What are we going to do, guys? At the end of the day, we had a better run in these last years under Pioli than we had any other coach. And that doesn't mean that we should settle for what we were doing before. But what was that stat? He has the same amount of Scudetti as Ancelotti. I mean, guys.
Wasn't remember that rumor Sarri's coming to Milan? We're gonna get Sarri at.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Maurizio Sarri. It's gonna be hilarious to have him complain about games at 12:30 or at 6:30 at night. You know, instead of the timing that he was complaining about the game against Bologna. The time it was at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Smoking on the sidelines, guys. On that note, before we get into a live busted Calcio X, because it's not called Twitter
tweets, but yeah, I know.
Guys, again, subscribe, like the video, smash that like button. This Thursday, probably no pregame chat unless Fabio wants to go on. I can't do it. I'm gonna be at work, but Coast to Coast will be on. I'll see if Andon will do a live watch along, and again on Sunday we'll do the pregame. I'll have a celebratory. I'm gonna be drinking. It's my birthday. I'm gonna be drinking in the afternoon.
You're gonna be smashing the Vinny button.
Smash the Vinny button. I like it, but Jan, let's finish off with a good laugh, because I know you like to give us your honest opinion. And as Husney was saying in the chat, we're not arguing, we're sharing opinions. And I love it because you guys are always sharing opinions.
It's fine.
What do you have for us this week in Busted Calcio X? You tell me, when should I go to the first slide?
You should go. So what is it? The week of February 19th from O Samson 19. Okay, cute there. At this point, I don't mind a Giroud ACL injury. This obsession is not good for one's health.
What?
Throw yourself in the garbage, first off, as a Milan fan, that you want to wish any harm to this beautiful French man that we have as a striker. Secondly, I think Jovic proved that if he goes down with an ACL injury, we're fucked. So I don't know why you would wish any harm on your own players, let alone any player. Come on, guys. You can wish that he misses a penalty shot. You can wish that he has a bad game. But to say you want to see someone, have an injury, it's...
Not just any injury, an
Get a
ACL
life.
injury.
Oh, come on. ACL injury. At that point, that would probably end his career at his age. Like, come on. You're such an idiot. After everything Giroud has done for this club. Come on, guys. He's been great. He's got, 11 goals, 8 assists this year? He's second
Got us back
in the
into
league
this
in
game.
assists.
Got us back into this game.
Come on. Pathetic.
Slide number 2, Jan. What do you have for us?
Oh, Mohamed Salah, who used to be a NFL pundit, but then became a Napoli fan 4 years ago. Anyway, so this is in response to all the Milan fans.
Hold on. Let me read this for you because I like to read out these tweets.
Okay, read out. Go ahead.
At Mohamed's A Salad, Serie A table since 2008-2009. Just 1 year after we came back to Serie A. Only Juve have been better than us in the last 15 years. I'll take my one bad year and prepare myself for the comeback. But God forbid I let Milan, who have been mid at best for over a decade, talk to me. Please explain to me, what is this stat board here? This is winning.
You go on transfer market, you can look at the league tables and look at from 1 year to the next. And ironically, I went and I was like, why did he?
He's offended. He's offended because he's Somali. And we're sorry for you, Liban Youssef.
I'm sorry for all Somalis that Mohammed is Somali. What do you want me to tell you? You're a good guy, Liban. So, 2008, 2009, I went to check. I'm like, why did he exclude the first year they were in Serie A? Because Inter would have been second and Napoli would have been third.
Okay.
Anyway, look, buddy, at the end of it all, as mid as we were, how many titles did we each win? 1 each, right? Okay. I mean, I failed to see, like, you guys all went off talking how fun smack about Milan had a bad title defense. And okay, it wasn't the greatest title defense, but we were still kind of in it in January. You guys have been long gone since what, December? Pathetic. And then when people go back at them, because people remember, this is what they come back with. And then they had other people that were quote tweeting saying, yeah, most of their fan base wasn't around when they won.
We actually
titles.
won two Scudettis. You're right, Fabio. We won 2011.
We won 2 Scudetti. 2. Thank you, Fabio. 2 Scudetti. 2 of them, Mohammed.
But you know what?
2.
We didn't win as many games as Napoli, because remember when me and Steve were with the guys from Napoli? We were the anti-Juve. For 7-8 years.
I've been to Casa Milan a few times. I saw the museum. I never saw the one display of how many wins Milan has. You know what I saw? I saw trophies. I saw titles.
Mohamed Salad. Okay,
It's like when they say, "Well, we've qualified for Europe for 12 years in a row," and first time you made it past the group stage was last year or something. And wow, you made it to the
one
group
right now. I don't know what else you have in store for me, but this one right now, I don't know if anybody agrees me.
This guy, na patata senza sale from Somalia. This guy here.
Slide number 3. Huh? Please.
This was before Verona game happened.
Vinciamo lo scudetto di Cortomuso fino alla fine. Please explain to me what the fuck this is.
So this person, I think Presidente would be happy. He was probably using what is it?
Google Sheets.
Conditional formatting on Excel, and between certain amount of you get a color. Anyway, Juventus and Inter. So he was basically predicting how the points would be rolling out. You know that the guy's busted when he shows Milan taking points from Inter and Juventus 1 week after each other. He knows that he doesn't know anything about our team, because that's never going to happen. Secondly, in order for Juventus to finish ahead of Inter, he predicted like the green would be the wins, the yellow would be the ties, and the red would be the losses. Clearly, very creative with math. Maybe Marcello's firm is hiring for some creative mathematics over here. But honestly, it was hilarious because it was moments before the game. And then it would quickly became busted because, dude, like, are you serious? You think after beating Scontro Diretto with Inter, after losing to them, you're gonna come back with their game in hand?
Hey, by the way, they're both losing points to Milan. Not bad.
Yeah, come on, that's busted right there. There's no maybe we beat Juve because we've been playing terribly against them, and Inter We're gonna
Oh,
lose to
Jesus
it. Like,
Christ.
come on, guys. They're gonna.
This is pretty good. Hold on a second. Hold on. There's this.
Wait, there's more.
No,
coming.
no,
Yeah,
no. I'm trying to debate. I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at this. Okay. What else? Next slide. Okay. No. Hold on.
Remember this guy, everyone. The name of the substitute could be Marco hashtag Gianpaolo bomb emoji like he's Brozovic explosion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In case of a negative result, would you make this change at the Napoli bench? So luckily, ADL didn't go this route. Instead, he hired a coach that already has a job.
No. The bomb emoji. The bomb emoji with the.
I like the eyes.
firework.
I like the two eyes. The 2 eye looking emoji over there. I think that's funny. Ooh.
And this
How is this man? Look, listen, honestly. How is this man still considered for jobs? How do people make rumors for Marco Gianpaolo and then push send?
This
Come on,
is like a
Napoli.
big site. It's not Spazio Napoli.
I think Spazio Napoli, they put too much plastic on their couches. They got stuck. They weren't thinking straight when they made this tweet. And they pushed send on, come on, Marco Gianpaolo. Hey, but he might be better than Pioli. Let's fire Pioli because that's a replacement. He's going to do something.
Wow. This is going to be hard to vote. You have another one after this?
I have another one, yeah.
Okay, what else do we have here? At the Witty Jack, as good as Rogi is sensational, this guy is better. He's better, but context has failed him, like it would have failed Rodri at Juve. A reply to
His own
how
tweet.
quickly they forget one of the only true all-phrase complete midfielders since 2010. Retention. Is he talking about generational talent? Look at
Retention, progression, build up responsibility in the first, second phases, box crashing, all while being a legitimate defender in every sense.
Oh no! Stop.
Manuel Locatelli.
Stop.
Now-
This wins.
Is
Roger
Manuel Locatelli a serviceable soccer player in a top 5 league? Yes.
Yes.
Is he a starter on most mid to top level teams? I can see that. Maybe not on an Inter.
Mid to okay, yeah.
Yeah, like between, at Milan, actually, I would have played him over Adley. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay.
But comparing
Does he know who Rodri is? Plus, he called him sensational. So, what's the adjective he's going to use for Manuel over here?
Oh, Jesus.
The only thing that's sensational about Locatelli is his hair. He's got very nice hair. His hair is very nice.
But why?
Those nice curls.
Where is this coming from? This generational talent to look
And the idea, the slander that Allegri has to deal with when he has a puddle of shit to work with as a team. That he's doing the best he can, getting the results he can. I'm sorry. It's boring to watch. It's this, that. But Allegri's not a bad coach. Allegri knows what he's doing. Is he would I want to see my team coach that way? No. But does my team have a roster like Juventus? No. Our team has a better roster. So come on. Stop slandering your coach, thinking that he's ruining players. He's the only reason you're going to make some bank this year and make Champions League. Come on.
Honestly, is this it for? Okay, I'm having a hard time. Manuel Locatelli comparing to Rodri. No, I can't turn away from this one.
I go with the solid one because.
No, but this one is like he already predicted. This is busted because he's predicted the outcome of the rest of Serie A. This is pretty good.
For two teams for the rest of their calendar, and then this guy is just bitter that people are reminding him.
This guy did some research. Here are we've been better than you because look at all the games we've got since. Guys, help us out, man. Help us out because hold on. This one was.
That's just you're an idiot. You're an idiot, Samson. Yeah, you're an idiot.
Holy shit, man! Where's Steve when I need him? I go back to this picture. I think it's the bomb emoji. It's the bottom.
I want to send the busted the award all the way to Somalia. I think it's been a while since it's traveled there. That's my pick. It's the Mohamed
This is your
Salah
pick?
one. Yeah, dude. It's like, who cares how many games you won? How many
But God
titles did you win?
forbid I let Milan, who have been mid at best for over a decade, talk to me.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like
but we eliminated them in Champions League too.
Azzurri fan Phil, when we ripped the Scudetto away from them. Right?
Oh my God,
that tweet I like. Ripped the Scudetto away from our chests. Oh man, you know what? I gotta go. Guys, I'm sorry. This one's like he's already winning the Scudetto because he's pretty guys. Lab Gorilla would have a good time with this one because you gotta bet. You gotta bet on these games. Milan is beating both Juventus and Inter. Mark my words. Oh man, but yeah, and thank you for these beautiful busted calcio access. Thank you for joining in, tag teaming, obviously, because we needed the he came in with the hot tag. That's what we call it in wrestling. The hot tag, you know, I'm struggling to come over you, and you're like stretching over. Stevie P, actually it was Stevie P that tagged you in. Look at Juan Carlos Marti. Thank you for coming. Talk Milan. You should co-host more. Jan, you should co-host a bit
thank
more.
You, Juan Carlos Martinez. Thank you very much for the
comment. And he did donate. One of the guys that donated to the Toyin food drive. See, this is what the beauty of this channel is all about. And the busted tweets was delicious. And you need to talk to your Somalian brother there, Liban Youssef, because maybe you know these stats. Maybe you could come on and explain us these stats. By the way, did you see that our friends Rosso-Ari TV came back? They came back as we were struggling, and I don't know how long they went this time. Maybe 5 hours, maybe 6 hours. But
is he still alone, or did the other guy join him back again?
I don't know. I don't pay $2.99 to watch his channel. We have double agents. We have double agents in the Milan podcast.
We're getting the inside scoop.
We are getting the inside scoop.
Good for them. I mean, I'm glad they're capitalizing on misery. It's a very American thing to do. It's good.
It is all good. It is all good. But guys, on that note, Thursday, let's get it done. Let's get this Monza performance out of the way, and you know what? Let's fucking beat Atalanta. Let's beat Atalanta on Sunday.
We have to beat Atalanta, guys. That's the one for me. We have to beat Atalanta because Europa League, it's nice. It would be horrible to blow a 3-0 lead. There's no away goal rule. Remember that, guys. So that doesn't help us anymore. But that Atalanta game, that's the big one to me.
Let's get her done, guys. And Masses, if we beat Atalanta, Monza will be forgiven. I don't think it will be forgiven. I think the closed-minded fan will forget about Monza. I just want to turn this page, right? And oh no, hold on, I'm remembering.
Now, if we start having a bad game against Atalanta, which Wii Sports game are you gonna go play, Vinny?
Who?
Which Wii Sports game are you going to go play? Virtual golf? Virtual tennis?
Virtual drinking.
Virtual drinking. Okay. No, but it's realistic drinking. There's nothing virtual about it.
Yes. It's my birthday. And you know what? My family is getting me Kentucky Fried Chicken. Wow. We're getting a Kentucky Fried Chicken meal for my birthday.
Wow. Do you do extra crispy? What do you do? Original
extra
recipe?
Crispy. Come on, extra crispy. And you know what? Then I'm going to have the shits for a week.
Oh, yeah, but they're going to be nice. They're going to be profumati.
Guys, on that note, please follow, share, like. We shall see each other this week. Stay tuned to the subscription, to the notifications, as we like to say. Jan, once again, thank you so very much. I'm missing Raw. Once again, I'm going to go watch Raw right now because Cody has to finish his story. It's WrestleMania. The Rock is back. But before The Rock is back, we got to go beat Stade Rennais, Stade Rennes.
Stade Rennes.
Et le Atalanta avec Gasparini and friends. We shall see what we muster up. And on that note, Jan, any closing words before we close this off?
Listen, it's fine if you guys want to go after rival fans, but amongst ourselves, let's just remember we're all support the same team. We might have different ideas of how to get the team to cross the finish line, but that's what makes the sport beautiful. Let's respect each other and let's have fun. We're gonna finish second at least. I have all confidence about that. Forza Milan.
Guys, io ci credo. Never will I turn my back. Incazzati,
Yes.
ma sempre innamorati. Ovunque sempre. Forza Milan.
Forza
guys.
Milan.
Ciao. Where's our outro? No, where is it? See, I can't. Oh, here we go. Ovunque sempre. Ciao, guys.